WBZ.
We want to bring you breaking news out of Taunton, where there has been a fire at a home sparked by an explosion.
Yeah, this happened in the area of Plain Street. A neighbor who helped get people out of the house is joining us live.
Yeah, William Shivers is joining us. And William, thanks so much. We see you're standing right there. This is near Plain Street in Taunton, right? Tell us what happened.
Yeah, big explosion. Everyone ran outside. The front of the building was across the street, and there was enough flames, like it was insane. And, you know, when you see something like that, I mean, the first thing you want to do is make sure people either got out or the neighbors get out. The flames were just insane. It was above the buildings. I hadn't seen anything like this in years.
This is incredible. So, William, where were you when you either heard or saw that explosion? Were you?
I was in my apartment. It sounded like a tree fell, but my daughter looked out the window and she saw the fire. So, you know, we came running outside. I mean, this is the same neighbor that helped me plow my driveway. Wow. So, you know, the first thing we thought was, you know, everyone just banded together to help out.
And you had told me a few moments ago, William, this is a large multi-family home that was across the street from your apartment building?
Yeah, we some of the ladies we helped grab out of there are right next to me now. I just think timing was everything, and Taunton Police and Taunton Fire got here like right away. I mean, for the conditions that we're in right now, they made it happen.
That's unbelievable.
Did you see, William, was it starting to spread at all? Because obviously a fire began.
Yes, that was the whole point.
Did it spread to another house?
We started going door to door, trying to knock on doors to see where everybody was. And, you know, some people didn't have their front yards completely shoveled out still, so we had to drag them through the snow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. And what is the street access like? You said how first responders got there and made it happen. Obviously, you were part of making it happen, but is the street clear? Are there cars
It's
parked?
closed. Like, no one's coming down the street. They got hoses, trucks, ambulances. I mean, anything you could think of to, like, save the day is here. Like, Taunton emergency services, they all the praise, everything.
So they were there very fast, which is great. As you were pulling people out of the house, William, and talking with them, did you have any sense if there are still more people trapped inside? Or do you think, from what you're hearing from people there, everybody got out?
I know the neighbor, so I called him directly. He had shoveled my driveway. So I called him. He and we talked about who would have been in the house. And then he called all of them to confirm that they got out. And then I called the neighbors, and we started banging on all the doors to get everyone out of the other houses.
So he did, in fact, confirm from the phone calls that everyone made it out, correct?
Can't say everyone. You don't know who might have been a visitor.
Right.
But from what we're told, you know, for the most part, everyone that he's associated with made it out.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people were getting back to work, kind of out of the house today, which might have been crucial timing for this to happen between, you know, would you say this happened about a half an hour ago at this point?
Yeah, and it escalated. It was fast.
Wow.
Wow.
So just a huge explosion, and then we can see this huge fire on our screen here with our other camera that's there. The fire's still underway?
Yeah, they got it down to a smoke now. I mean, you can see it behind me. But, like, if you look around, you see, like, all the neighbors, everybody pitched in. Everyone made sure everybody else was okay.
Wow.
Our connection with you is breaking up just a little bit, William, but we can't appreciate your firsthand account more. So just a little after 10 o'clock, this is just off Plain Street in Taunton, this big multi-family house. There was an explosion between 10:15 and 10:30 this morning, and then this fire that's just now getting under control.
Hey, William, if you're still there and you're still with us, a lot of fire departments talk about the importance of neighbors helping them by digging out hydrants. Did you happen to notice amidst all of the chaos if the hydrants were nearby and what the situation was with them?
We couldn't find the hydrants, so I took my phone, I went on Google Earth, and I looked for where the fire hydrants were in front of the houses. Then we gave them our shovels, and they went and they shoveled it out.
Wow.
Get out.
That's
Oh my
unbelievable.
gosh.
And you said the trucks couldn't even really get down the street. They're just running hoses right now?
Well, no, they're pretty much done. They did an excellent job once we found the hydrant to get everything done.
How much snow did Taunton get total, William? Do you know?
My Alexa said like 40 inches in some places, so I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah. So you took
Like,
the.
this month, I'm 6 feet tall, and it was almost up to like my shoulder.
Unbelievable. William, I got to be honest, like the fact that you were so present in the midst of all of this chaos to call your neighbor, to coordinate a plan where he reached out to the residents and you went door to door and then looked on Google Earth to find the hydrants is remarkable. Where does that come from? What happened? Were you thinking, or was you just click in and you just went to work?
I would want somebody to do it for me. And the one thing we talk about here in the neighborhood all the time is everyone taking care of each other.
Gosh.
Wow. And the woman standing right next to you, William, does she live inside that multifamily home?
Oh, no. Yeah, these are the two I pulled out of the yellow house right there.
Wow. Right next door. They must have been shaking. They must be very upset.
At this point, with all the phone calls being made and everyone being safe, I think it's more of like, what's next?
Right.
Yeah.
Just relieved that they escaped that explosion. What a terrifying scene.
Oh, my gosh.
Just
For
in the
those
middle
of
the
you
morning.
just joining us, we're speaking with William Shivers. He's a resident of Taunton, lives across the street from where that house explosion happened. He was one of the first people to rush in and coordinate with his neighbors to make sure people got out of the house, went banging on doors to the properties on either side of it, and then actually helped firefighters by locating hydrants that had been snowed in.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
But Taunton, one of those communities that really did get slammed with snow. And of course, there'll be an investigation into what caused this explosion. But clearly, it's a precarious situation when you've got so many towns that we've had with water leaks, power outages. The system is under a lot of stress between the cold and the snow.
Hey, William, when you were out there and the fire department started doing its thing to knock down the blaze itself, did you happen to notice if they were spraying down the adjacent houses, or was the fight specific to that one property?
The first hoses were direct into the sides, and I want to say that was to keep it from trying to spread. And then as soon as they got the truck with the ladder here, can you see behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as they got that truck here, they plugged it to the side and the top, and then that's when they started going at the other houses.
Right.
Wow.
And
It was crazy.
So you were saying their work was incredibly efficient and fast, and they kept that fire from spreading to any houses next door.
I gotta go. I gotta pass the number on to a police officer, one of the people that live there.
Absolutely.
William Shivers, we really appreciate you today. Thank you. Thanks so much.